Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and today we're playing Honkai Star Rail. In the last episode, I don't remember what happened. uh, Seriously though, what happened? Oh yeah, I ended up finishing the fight that I was having trouble with off camera. Started the 3.2 Trailblazer quest, I want to say? 3.2? I think? Is the one that we're on? Yeah. Kind of started walking around, getting some stuff taken care of, and now the, now a lovely individual by the name of Anaxa is going to, debate with a governmental body. Specifically, the governmental body that we're going to be dealing with is the Council of Elders, which is kind of against everything that we've been doing so far. Or has been, like, trying to put a stop to it. So, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. And of course we're using our mighty team, because, you know, it's just fitting. I will say that since it is a new version, we do have new banners. The banners for this version, for this half of the version, are Evernight and the Herda. Of course, we do have light cones for the both of them. I'm mainly going after Evernight herself, because the other 5-star that's debuting this version, Donhung, there's a new version for Donhung that's premiering this version. That's free. We're getting that in the mail. We're getting a free 5-star this version. So I'm going after Evernight, and then if I do get her, then cool. And then I'll try and go for Donhung's light cone. If I don't, then that's fine. I'll save the guarantee for someone else, and then still go after the light cone. Like, no matter what, I'm going after Donhung's light cone. So, yeah, that's the eventual plan. But for now, I need to talk with government. And also, a good start would be to turn on desktop audio, so you guys can hear what I'm hearing. Because that makes sense. Okay, walk around before the messenger arrives. Alright, let's head over here, I guess. Hello, Lag. How are you doing? Okay. Holy cow, where do I go? Time to be directionally challenged. Okay, over here? Yes.
Professor Anaxa!
I could switch over to Anaxa for the immersion,
Over here!
but I don't want to. I'm not really, I don't want to use Anaxa.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, Thank the fates.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
Oh yeah, and X is basically like an atheist. In a
Only
sense.
the Kremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly.
Fair enough.
So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
True enough.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
Oh, that's a little rude. Like, the first bit was kind of funny, but the second
I
bit
was
was a
really
little...
curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Max is basically on death's doorstep, just at all times. Because of experiments that he ended up conducting.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Yeah, boy.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As Kephale's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being.
Take note, Christian.
Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself.
These are jokes, people.
I am no longer that altar
I'm
servant from
joking.
years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of others.
Everyone
Now, I have
wishes
plenty of
for
ways to
freedom
deal with people like you.
is welcome in my little corner of the internet.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be Kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Sus.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that Kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kefali's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
I can't tell.
Praising him, of course.
Oh.
As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
Only, like, an Axa or people can be these. So it literally looks like an Axa is just talking to himself.
Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
While we're here, let's do this. Greatly puzzles. Simply need to know you were. Do a little something. This. Oh, yep. Figured it out. We're good.
There is no word for coward in the Kremlin language.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, just wanted to get that little puzzle out of the way since I was there. Okay, also I completed the Seal Slammers event, so I have a little... Dude. I have a little buddy with me. Just like in Genshin, by completing certain events, you can get cute little pets like Bubbles the Chimera.
My, could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
Really?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
And humble too.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Teehee.
Since you are
Cersei's
aware of
just
this,
a...
why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
Ass if Cersei saw special in him.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Idea.
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawn Cloud this time is not just to seek protection. What then is the intention behind your actions?
That's something I'm curious on too. Like, what exactly is he doing?
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old, 2 years old. Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his droma stall to sleep? How interesting.
She's just taking the scenic route.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories.
He's trying to get pretty bad.
It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was.
Oh.
Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of the Thesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
We're learning a lot.
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the
And I
composition,
feel just a wee
movement,
bit bad
and
for the
transformation
fact
of matter,
that after a certain
all
amount of time,
stem
I will
from
be able to remember
souls
none of
themselves.
this.
This is why I thought that...
Which is glad that I'm constantly streaming quests. So they I
Since
forget
all
something.
living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
But yeah, like in the event I forget something, I could just
Anaxa,
it off.
you...
I did it, teacher!
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Pretty.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm. Even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye.
So that's why he has an eye
Equivalent
patch.
exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life,
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thelisis's research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of souls is but the tip of the iceberg.
So Naxa wants to
I
learn
may have lost an eye,
even more.
but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
For every action, there must be an equivalent reaction.
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
I mean, it's more along the lines of like a lack of memory.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
Yep, to what it looks like an
I have a
axis.
message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Apparently.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events.
Alright, let's meet up with Canis. Or Kindness, or however you pronounce the name.
To tell you the truth,
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Well, I'm not paying y'all any attention because I want to get through this quest before we end up a world's behind again.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs.
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Oh.
I'll take my leave for now.
Okay, bye-bye. Get home safe. Oh, there's a puzzle right there, and I want to find it. But I can't. Hello, Lygus.
To the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
Look me in the eye. What's with that cube in the back?
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much about you.
I want to know what that is.
Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed.
The wine I'll pass.
And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows.
That does seem kinda rude.
Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
Oh.
So, you wish to start a war?
Oh boy.
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to.
That doesn't fill me with
As to your
warmth.
question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles.
I guess looks like we do get to learn what the weird cube is.
Yet, it's... Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable, blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in
My only fear for this is that it's going to be another debate
this
minigame.
site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history.
Because I'm not really that great at those.
May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
Okay then.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
But she's only half the conversation.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
Oh, looks like she does understand her situation.
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
Are you asserting that she won't?
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Circe's core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other.
That would be great.
Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Yep, debate minigame, here we go.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama. who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent
see
indeed.
how we do.
Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
This one.
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
I understand what you mean.
Okay, so this is playing much differently
At the very
than
least,
the
the both of
debates
us agree
from
that this
previous
tyrant
events
who
and versions.
wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed.
Violent.
Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Aglaya's authoritarianism, conceit, and arrogance have granted her
Let's go with
unfettered
this.
control for the most part. Yet these traits are also
Let's just
her
kind
greatest
of go for the
weakness.
answers that seem
If I
the
can
most like
render her
something
helpless
an
by
Axo would
forcing her
actually
to
say.
experience the agonizing pain of betrayal, I am certain she will never recover from such a setback.
Surely you don't believe that such a tiny betrayal will be enough to push her to her wit's end.
What's more, there are many who remain silent, merely watching to see how much chaos I can unleash. Not to mention, you know full well that the Chrysos heirs have never been a united front.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts.
Pick your nose.
At this stage,
Anyways, I'm gonna stop naming.
it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Ooh, that's a good question. How absurd my loyalty is unquestionable. There's only
Surely
one option.
you jest.
One option here.
My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment.
Can you make it briefer?
As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Well, this should be interesting.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
Teehee.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her.
Yep.
However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame.
That is also true.
No, more like two core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your table. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
I just don't like you.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after.
Yeah, 'cause it seems like
I'm the reason, Titan, after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
That's true.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Well, looks like we got to have a chat with Elias.
An expected visitor. Welcome once again.
Hello.
You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you. Do I?
Not that I'm aware of now.
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama.
True.
She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey.
I noticed this quite a few times, but Lygus is ringing all sorts of alarms.
A bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain.
Just keep following Lygus, I guess.
Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Just...
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death.
Yeah, it's gonna be dying in like 2
You
weeks.
must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess.
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world which is on the brink of destruction.
Lygus, the individual that you are, is so suspicious. Whatever. Just gonna leave him be for now. I'm sure we'll learn his reasons for doing what he does when the time is right.
Honestly, This is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
I don't think he ever will. Consider his attitude so far.
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades.
Yep, call it.
And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Yeah. It's just kind of the person.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now?
Probably.
I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Is that... Cersei's? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
I don't know. Whatever.
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias.
Does sound like
I've
Cersei.
heard this name somewhere.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Cersei's. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I remember it's Argon.
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
Memories.
This is a departed spirit.
Buy some new armor for your tribe.
Descend. Just keep going. It definitely seems like we're learning a lot of information. I have can't show.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes, it's still you, Ananias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
It reminds me of Chaos, one of the
Never mind.
later
I
series.
think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but... the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
Fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
I need to stop getting distracted. No, I need to stop getting distracted. I need to stop.
So,
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Possibly. Honestly, I know how that feels because hiking.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
It's very.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little.
I was mood, but fine.
I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Circes? Daggone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now. The land of the dead.
Almost.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
We are getting so
Oh, legendary era Chrysia. Return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left.
We're here. Finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question. But all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself.
Holding us up.
Did I still fail to make it in time? So, I'm back here again. This is...
This weird place.
I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time.
I need to focus on quest things.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area.
Whoa.
And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
We are getting so much more.
Yes. I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Polixia.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Yeah, ironic, isn't it?
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Circe's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Switching to Dawnhung's point of view. This I definitely would pay attention for. I wonder what Dawnhung is up to. most straightforward way to maintain a databank is to visit the local databank. Donhong knows this well. Okay.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, there's Liza.
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Cersei's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
Merely something from the past that I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cersei's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
You're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquala's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Cersei's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them.
That makes sense.
You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
Yeah.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
Yeah, that's another thing we found out last episode that we did. What do we get?
Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip, and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. They could be useful to him.
Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh?
That's how the saying goes, but...
In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway.
What about you? Will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
The silence in here is near deafening.
That unicorn.
With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. The clock is ticking. I should search for more clues as I move. The night sky feels unusual, now that I've gotten used to the eternal light of Akuma.
While we're doing that, let's do a quick check on... Okay. Still a purchase. was hoping. We just have a little dude. That is the cutest thing. Investigate the remains of the black type monster. So it's not this direction. Space anchor. Monsters are just their life, ash, their souls. It's impossible to figure out their alive.
These are the remains of a black tide monster. It does look different from the Titankin from up close. What's that underneath it? A scroll.
A recorded debate between two scholars. Most of it's illegible, leaving only fragments of dialogue. Many people bound to the Titans for so long, you forgot scholars to progress, make a mistake to this. No, I mean, the act is meaningless. Unless students into the group understand this from basic logical lessons. Blah, blah, blah. Logical content. Okay.
As I expected, the Grove doesn't forbid discussions about the sky. It's a debate between two scholars about the sky ships. Glaya also made mention of the ships when she interrogated us. A memory I'd rather forget.
Yeah, that was horrifying.
I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, this journey won't leave us empty-handed.
Yeah, here's hoping we can get some, though.
Huh?
It's heading this way again. Sneak around, Doctor, huh?
That's Hyacinth. Why is she surrounded by so many monsters? As much faith as I have in her, it's probably a good idea to help her out there.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
I can't tell if you're serious or not. But being hard to read isn't without its perks, I suppose.
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. All right, now let's get him.
Yeah. Time for combat. Wow, that looks unsettling. with a crack running right through Hyacinth. Jeez. It's like running right through her face. Someone's over like they can't stop looking at it. Right, there we go. Now we're good, we're fine. There we go. Wow, high lag. Whoa. Holy cow. Alright, so I'm gonna... this. I'm gonna do that. And the other one at you. Have you do your
I
follow.
have something for you.
Activate this. Remind myself that Archer's not placed.
Dying soul, face me. Now accept your punishment.
Caesar's dead.
That's better.
Archer's dead.
Let's burn it all.
That's fine. Ow.
Conquer all lands.
Naughty child.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal people.
Much obliged. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Alright, healing time.
Much obliged.
Time for an overhaul.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You're still alive.
Confuses me.
Next time.
Dying soul, now accept your punishment.
Boom. And we're done. Yay. We did it.
This place is practically in ruins. What happened? There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. I found it around here and thought it might be of interest to you.
What'd you find?
Anaxagoras. He's the scholar who fused himself with the core flame of reason.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it.
Finan said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove.
Oh.
Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Cersei favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
I picked up a scroll on my way here too. It looks like it may be related to the one you're holding.
Oh? Let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other.
There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Let's just kind of go from the bottom up with these questions.
Newsporists primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch. Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini Treaty cannon could slip past their watch.
That was a joke. Right?
The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa. If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance.
A very illustrative explanation. Thank you.
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the Earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the skyship incident. So much so that even this scroll is completely new to me.
Don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans for now. There's something else that's caught my attention, though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
It's very much we're dealing with the eternally spinning doors again. Yeah, okay. Normal failsafe, step away, step back. There we go. Goodness gracious. But yeah, hopefully we win the 50-50 and get Evernight. Because from what I've seen from the special program, she's a really cool character.
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here.
That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits.
Well, if you don't mind, Did the Grove ever rob Castrum Kremnos?
Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akama for reading after that.
Agreed. This place isn't safe. We should leave as soon as we're done.
Probably a good idea.
There's still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. I'll gather them while you pull up those texts. This way, nothing will be overlooked.
Also, I will say that I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm not entirely sure if I should continue stream. I'll probably end it here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Not to mention my dad's literally asleep, and I don't really want to be streamed for too much longer if it has any chance of keeping him up. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Which will kind of delay the completion of the entire Amphorius quest. But it's okay. We will find an opportunity to do a bit of a longer one. I think what I'll probably do is next week start with Star Rail instead of starting with Genshin. That way I have more energy to use for the quests, because Star Rail streams do tend to normally be a little bit longer. It's just that lately there have been a lot of exceptions because I'm kind of easing my way back in, and there have just been days where I've just been really, really tired. So that is what we shall do. We will simply leave it for another time. Anyways, with that, what's going on here? What's going on in the server of the town? Is it people simply having a conversation, or is something happening? It is people having a conversation, okay. Gotcha. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before it transferred over, then please be sure to drop a follow, maybe even a subscription if you have not done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1-month subscription to a streamer of their choosing, so if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion, and good night.